In this video, we will discuss the application environment that you can configure during the creation of a solution in Crestron Construct. The solution will be architected as follows. The solution will have a directory, and there will be a solution file that will contain the information for all the projects in the solution. My project will also have a directory that contains a project file and all of the other project files that are necessary for that project to run correctly. You can change this by putting the solution and project in the same location, which will flatten out everything going into the project. The Crestron Construct project file and other project files will be in the same directory as the solution file. In this example, we will keep the standard default setting. Currently, there is one template available, which is the Crestron default template. Next, select the device resolutions you want to be available in the solution. When I create a project within the solution, you will need to select the resolutions I'm building my project for. In Crestron VT Pro E, when you created a project, you would need to define the hardware that the project would run on. If you were creating an X panel, you would choose the X panel option, and that would give you certain settings. In Crestron Construct, because you are using HTML5, what you are using instead is something called breakpoints. When you select resolutions, you're choosing all of the different interfaces that the single project can be used on. By default, the only one selected is a 4K monitor. We will select TST 1080 Landscape and TSW 1070. These two devices share the same breakpoint. The difference between breakpoints that share the same resolution in this instance is the hard button features that they enable. We now have 3 resolutions in this project. Next, we will select a portrait resolution. In this example, we will use the iPad Pro 12.9 portrait. Now that we've selected our resolutions, named the project, and named the solution, we can select the Create button to create the solution and the first project. We have now created a solution which contains all of the projects that you are using. By default, you will see 4 windows: a Solutions Explorer, a Layer Manager, a Property Manager, and a Block Manager. We also have an Editor's window. The Editor's window is going to be your workspace. Anything that you have open will be contained in the Editor's window. In the File menu, we have New, Open, Save, Save All, Add, and Open Recent. Since we have a solution open, the Add option can be used to add more projects to that solution. You can also import an existing project into the solution. Under the Edit menu, you can undo, redo, copy, paste, and manage the resolution settings. The Build menu contains all of the options necessary to build the output for the project. The View menu allows you to view specific windows of the program, restore the default layout, and show the logs. The Log folder contains all of the different logs from the Crestron Construct software. The Log folder is located on your computer in the following location. Note, to see this location, you will need to have your File Explorer options set to show hidden files and folders. The Tools menu contains the Options menu. In the Options menu, under General, you can enable or disable showing text labels and enabling Modern Layer Manager Order. For the Startup option, we can choose what page is displayed by default. You can also choose to open the most recent solution. The home page is the page from earlier when the program was first open. The Build option chooses whether or not you want to generate Simple Sharp Pro contract files. What about Help? If we select Help, a web browser will open containing the HTML help file for Crestron Construct. Note, it is running in a localhost application. This is running in a web server on the computer that is hosting Crestron Construct. You can also find information about Crestron Construct in the About window, including the software license and version.